I'm gonna introduce myself. I got an epic fucking intro lined up for you, right?
Okay. I'll hear you out.
You're gonna love this. So, we all know me. I'm like the casual of casual gamer. I am the creator that appeals to the casual audience, unlike the other Limbus creators, who are all fantastic in their own right, but they're not me. You know, we're not as handsome, obviously. But I don't want to be in an echo chamber. That is why I have got right now a person who detests my existence, disagrees with all my opinions, and quite frankly, hates me an awful lot. So I made him a moderator because, yeah. So, hi, how you doing? How you doing, silly?
Hi, let me just pull my wiki tabs real quick.
No worries, no worries. Add it to the resume of, like, I hate lemonade.
Yeah,
Shut up, Shady.
basically, like, I am in always the anti-Lem. I hate his teams, I hate fucking his gameplay. I have, like, 5 wiki tabs pulled up constantly just so I can disprove him.
Yes, like, I'm a big fan of Middle Claire. I've got the worst opinion about Middle Claire. Basically, the opinion is, I think he's a balanced mouth Faust. Okay, that's all we're gonna do. I love the middle. I think they're great. But no, so I was gonna fix it. So the reason I've got this is Water sent me a game. Oh, a video about the game, Limbus Company. There we go. I saved it, and it was about me saying what I don't like about the Limbus community. And I was thinking to myself, I was gonna make that. I had the script ready, I got the points lined out, and I've even got the points right now. Somebody just pull them up, bam! Hi. Now, I needed somebody to basically echo what I'm about to say, and if not, correct me, because let's be honest, I don't know that much. I play Limbus Company, but I don't... What's the word I'm trying to think of? There's a difference between me playing Limbus Company and someone like Silly playing Limbus Company. Because they know the game. I know of the game. Especially I can put him. So, you've been in this community a lot longer than me. You know more of the jokes. Let's start with like the reading jokes, first of all. Because they really piss me off.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I make the joke about myself going, yeah, I don't read. Then you catch me reading stuff. I'm just... Here's my big issue. We've talked about reading Sang. You know, look at this guy. We see that read the passives, all the skills. They basically carbon copied the entire skill of the boss. Well, you guys actually read Shut Up, Sparkle. We know you can't read. So I'm very excited. I've never done this before. This is really cool. Hi, how you doing? What do you think about reading in Limbus Company?
So, like, in-game, I don't think I kind of have the opposite opinion to you right now. I don't think it's too bad because the main issue, I think, for me is just it's a lot of text that doesn't really mean very much in the long term. So if we look at, like, Rion, for example, if I just pull him up, obviously, on the fucking wiki, if we go into his passives, the main thing is quite literally just he has like one mechanic which is just don't let him do prescripts, and then he has like his weapon passives which are just like a billion lines of text. I think that is...
Sorry, go on.
I think that is arguably an issue, but like I haven't had a giant problem with it myself.
Because for me, it's a case of this caduceus, and people will look at this, and well, I say people, like, people will. Like, I try not to like define everybody in this whole sphere. What was the point of having all 9 of these? Because they all do a little thing different here and there. I just don't understand the point. Why have that in the kit?
Okay, so on Rion's song, it's a bit complicated. I'll just pull him up as well real quick.
That's fine.
So on his passives, basically all of his weapons actually do have some bearing on his playstyle. Some give offense level, which is actually pretty significant. Some do like fragile. Some, I believe, do fragility. Maybe
yeah, like
not.
when ripping the flesh to 10,000 strips.
Yeah, so some do fragility, so it's actually quite important for his kit, but the main thing with him really is that you aren't worrying about it because it's not really in your control outside of what damage type you're doing in the first place. So I think generally for him, it's not really a huge issue because it's just not really. If you're playing right, it's just not something you're thinking about.
That leads me to an excellent another topic that's not covered on the list. I don't even play Limbus Company, other than P-Enter, which we've seen. Now, there was another one with, like I put there, bloated text on skills, 3 pages for Re and Sang. I'm not going to pull it up, but I'll probably include it after. I thought to myself, I'm going to hate this unit. And believe it or not, I don't hate this unit. I thought reading it, oh god, that's a lot of text. And then I remembered Limbus Company do this great thing of, like we put there, bloating the text. I still think, to this day, we didn't need this Oracle device. I believe you only get this by not following the prescripts, and makes it more random.
Yeah, so basically when he gains combat consequences for not following a prescript below unlock 2, his weapons get more random, yeah.
That's another thing. I don't like the prescripts, but that's topic for a different video.
It is kind of like a fake mechanic though, because once you do get unlock 2, which you can get literally turn 1, you don't really have to play around the mechanic anymore because he stops gaining combat consequences.
Ah, okay.
Or it's unlock 3 is where he stops getting them, but he gets to unlock 3 very, very quickly from that point. So
I'm going to bring this up here to move on to the next point about reading. Once again, I make jokes like, hey, I don't read, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of funny here and there. We've all seen the gameplay. But for newer players and stuff, it's the Leviathan and Distortion Detective. There was another one. I know you've sent me a link for Distortion Detective. I've read Leviathan.
Yes.
Yeah, I've read Leviathan. Forgot what happens other than Vigilous kind of aura farms and is really cool. Be honest, how necessary is it to have read Leviathan and Distortion Detective?
Distortion Detective and Leviathan are very important to Limbus. I think Leviathan is necessary reading because it gives so much backstory to Mirrortech, to Ncorp, to Vigilous, who is getting a lot more significance. Distortion Detective is iffier. I would say read it so you kind of have an idea of what's going on with Diaz and Moses mainly. But generally, it's not the most essential. I still think it's recommended reading.
I bring this up because when it got to here during the live stream, everyone was making the same kind of observation, and like, well, I say the same observation. Thankfully, more on this with Backseating later on. It was Sora. If you don't know about Sora by now, a character comes in who's in Distortion Detective, and I was like, whoa, he looks really cool. It's like Mersault's twin. And then the comments all said the same thing. Bro's not read Distortion Detective. And I didn't know it existed. I feel like there should be, rather than saying, oh, hey, look who didn't read Distortion Detective, how about people should just send a link to Distortion Detective, be like, hey, read this for context.
It is true that in the first place, it's not even very easy to access the books. Distortion Detective is very easy to access for free on Posttype. Leviathan, I don't even think has an official English translation yet. So
I believe it does.
Saying that does seem like kind of. I believe it's a machine translation for the most part. It's a fan translation, then it's a machine translation partway through. It's very frustrating.
I've just found it here, actually, the post. So this is the website to read. Like, you got Vesper here, report Diaz. Looks amazing, by the way. And it doesn't leave that long. Is it a manga?
It's a light novel, I believe, is how you'd class it.
Ah, perfect then. I can read that eventually.
It's not that long. No, it's a pretty quick read.
Right. And this is a big one for me. No development towards a better joke. I do have one. In its benefit, I think the only joke worth still making is potential insert character, but not in. In my head, I'm like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. Check out this explanation, and now it comes to words. I'm like, yo, character potential. Listen, that's all I got.
Basically, like, I think the point is, Potential Man is funny when it's an actual Potential Man. When it's like a busted ID that isn't like mouse level, which is I think what people like prefer to Potential Man is now. That's not as funny. It's funny when there is actually a bad ID that has like something that could potentially make it good in the future.
Yeah, like for me, potential IDs are like Zuchin Ishmael. where I...
Suncliff is funny because he actually did reach his potential in Kanto 6.
Yeah,
Pretty
but like,
much.
with some of Zuchin, it's like, for me, an example is the Ring Apprentice. I'm thinking to myself, okay, it's there, it just needs one thing to bring it all together. That's why I like the middle so much. It's always felt like it's missing just that one tiny thing to really tie it together. Because the whole
Just
gimmick
one
is...
more banner, bro.
It's gonna work. I have hope.
Just one more banner, bro.
That's all we need. Like, I don't care about this little goober. Best idea in the game.
One more idea and it might go ban for ban with charge. Yay.
Oh, alright. No. How dare you, first of all? Okay. So, does anyone disagree so far? Just, if you disagree, don't let me know. Let me know, but you're wrong. Obviously, I'm correct. You were supposed to be an echo chamber, remember? But it's like how wild. There was a point. There was a point where... And this is how bad how wild, say that again. I actually had to say, hey, stop making the same joke in the Discord. And then rightfully so, I was called out because unknowingly, I started making the same joke. Because it was so fucking brain-rotted. And there's just no development towards a better joke, it's just... potential.
Even with like Kanto 9, it's been the same thing. I had a Sora PFP for a while, and I cannot describe to you the number of times I got hit with the same fucking Kathy joke.
Oh, God.
Like, the exact same one every day, and it's like, God, you motherfuckers need to come up with a new joke, please. I'm begging you.
Like, it's fun with...
Something.
Which one was it again? It was the 949, I want to say. Where you're fighting... Yeah, Sora and Ren. Funny at the time, it's like, oh, who's that? And it's like, come on. Well, you know who that is.
It's not even like it's been like, it's not even funny in lore because they haven't been fully erased.
It's just nobody remembers them. I want to talk about... I have to bring up Kanto 6 for this. Which node is again? I'm pretty sure it was 640, maybe the Wild Hunt 2. Vigilous. Look, this is a direct call out to people who still make this joke. You're not funny. It's not funny. Like, calling Vigilous a fraud. He's never been a fraud. Alright? Get over it. It's like, oh, I miss Gabora. No. Okay.
Okay,
no, Shader, we're not glazing Kanto 6, by the way. We're just saying this is Vigilous glaze, if anything. He's not a fraud. I
did see, like, one really good agenda post, and that's, like, really funny still to me. Let me see if I can get it.
Yeah, get it, because I need to see this. While you're getting it, it's just... People are like, oh, Vigilous is a fraud, blah, blah, he's not done anything. We saw what happens when he does something. It was in Kanto 8, it's like, okay, we really need Vigilous, where is he? And he's off doing his own thing. I'm like, that's not a fraud. I hate the fact I said he's not a fraud and I pulled up Lei Hong.
The dude gets no diff by an ID, man. That's crazy.
Hey, to be fair, it is Yisang. It is the ideal. It's ideal as well. I think that is a great joke that has potential to be developed on in the future. And everyone was like, nah, it's potential. Like, nah.
It's another how wild joke where whenever someone says ideal, you just go, how ideal. It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's got potential. God. I thought we were making like...
God damn it!
The ideal joke is the potential joke. Like, shit, man. We're going in a vicious circle, that's how it works.
Fucking Ouroboros, man.
It's a self-consuming joke. But I'm like, okay. Let me pull it up. I believe it was the Suddenly One Day 945, I want to say. Yeah. So Vigilous here. Vigilous do be holding his own against the Roach Emperor. I'm gonna say this. Where is the green coin? Right, green coin. I think Vigilous struggles in this fight, not because the Roach Emperor himself is an insanely fuck-busted entity. It's because the game mechanic says, hey, we're gonna make sure you were paying attention. You need to not clash with this. Because green coins by themselves say, hey, deal with red coins. So if you just say, okay, I'm going to clash my sinners with the green coins, Vigilous fucking sweeps. I know people struggled with this. I cleared in, like, what, 2 attempts because I'm just going up the game. Because it's like, oh, God.
Still can't beat Rihanna in under 3 hours.
Shut up. We don't talk about Rihanna. I put testing in it, and you're going like, yo, 3 hours? try and charge. I'm like,
You
yes.
lost with a Hey Show team, bro.
Alright, no, hold up. That's different, okay? That's different. That's called content. Like, this is what I mean. I'm trying to make excuses. You'll be like, nah, bro, you suck. No, you're bad at this.
That's what I'm here for, man.
Oh, here we go.
You're paying.
Oh my god, thanks for pretending to be weak in front of the sinners. Okay, that's a good one. I do enjoy that. That's a good one. What the fuck? Damn, oh shit, that's good. That's good. It was testing. I was testing the burn team. In fact, alright, hold on. Let me pull it up just to prove a point. Okay, this is the wrong point being made. Hold on. Shit, where is it?
Derailed so quickly.
Remember, it's the bleed team. I was trying the bleed team. I'm pissed you can't use Gregor, but I understand it. I just wish we could. So, moving on to the next thing that really grinds my gears. That's right, Family Guy joke. It's funny. We're talking about meta slaves. Now, what do you think about the idea of meta? Or what do you think about meta in Limbus Company?
My main opinion on it right now is that it doesn't matter because there is nothing to metagame really. There is no content. There is railway for speedrunning, but that doesn't really use the good IDs. It just uses the stupid tech like Fell Bullet. Basically, whenever I kind of refer to the meta, it's usually just for team building purposes, just to help people because that's just kind of what I do. I don't really think it's a giant concern in Limbus because it's pretty much honestly just an RPG. You can just use whatever you want as long as it's not
because I know before. So I was gonna say I know before Kanto 9 released, all you just see is people fighting Lei Hong. Trying to
that is still the case. There is nothing else to do anymore. Rion is down to Sinner. Lei Hong is basically the only fight you can test things on, and he's evergreen because he has more Cetus buff permanently. So
also he's the best boss in the game. Ultimate skill check. Love this guy.
Alright, buddy.
All I can hear is him going, eh. For 5 hours. Oh god, that's even worse. I bring this up because I want to phrase this differently than I was going to. Hold on, let me just rephrase this. I probably should have swapped these two around together, the backseating and toxic for newer players beginners. So as we know, way back when, like a week ago, maybe 2, I made my friend challenge Lei Hong using the best team in this game. There's no denying this. There's no saying, oh, what about X scenario? No. The Jesus are just the best team in the game. Yes, they did irreparable damage to the meta. And oh, this unit isn't X. For example, Renclair, really good, but he's not Malfaust level. I'm glad he's not. I don't want every single character to be the same level as Malfaust, because at that point, you have to make a unit that's even better than Malfaust. A unit who broke the game and made Sinner's change. That's not healthy in the long run. I believe I made a point as well yesterday. Ujab, people are saying, she's good, but no, she's good. It's like Lamplight. I don't have Lamp Gregor yet. I don't want him to be Malfaust level. I want him to just I want units that have a gimmick. I don't want to go, I need this raw DPS unit. For example,
I think she is one of the set IDs recently that I've actually found pretty fun to use. I don't really care about real strength at this point. I just think because I don't like Rion's song that much, to be fair. I just think if there's a fun gimmick there, I'll like the ID. If it's just raw damage stuff like the Hey Show again, I'm not really gonna have much fun with it.
Yeah, the gimmick and status effects have all kind of fallen off. You could say the Rupture team is the Jesus. But they're only, in my opinion, they're only Rupture because they do the bare minimum of applying it.
It's basically Season 1 and Season 2 ID design, but things have keywords for the sake of having keywords. They don't really... A lot of these have been either Poise IDs or Lamp Gregor haven't really been good on the status team. Ishmael isn't a bleed ID and she can't use Burn. Probably same for Matthias later. And none of the index have been a natural syncing ID. Ring might be maybe, but nothing this season so far except for Lamp has been a natural keyword and ID.
Yeah, because I remember people, I believe it was you who said this. The one thing that's good about Renclair is he uses poise for something other than gaining poise. I believe it's the
yes, Renclair is probably my favorite ID this season because he addresses the problem I've had with poise from the get-go. It soft caps at 20 potency, and it never does anything. Renclair actually does a lot with that excess poise. He uses it for shield, he uses it for like more damage modifiers, 20% on crit. He uses it on conditionals, he uses it for a lot of things. It's not like other poise IDs where it just caps at 20 and it doesn't do anything, it just sits there.
I believe he also gains more attack weight on Fellstar, which I could be wrong.
Basically, the way Full Star works is you either get attack weight from Moonlight Azure Blade, or if there is no attack weight to be spent on like extra enemies, it converts that Azure Blade into another damage modifier.
Okay.
So it does something either way. It's really unique. I really like him. And this is coming from me, like the #1 Sinclair hater, man. Like,
don't I know it?
This is credible. This is credible.
It's like I'm saying, like, hey, Enclave is perfect for beginners, and this leads me to a great point about the good for toxic for new players, beginners. I'm like, hey, Enclave's a really good beginning ID because he's nice, he's simple, and you'd be like, nah, we were better.
I do usually discourage Enclave just purely because he has no longevity. I always say Ting Tang because he is kind of reliable in the long term. He's not great, but he is like consistent. And you are going to be using him in the late game no matter what. Yeah, pretty much for that. Enclave usually just falls off after Canto 5, which is why I usually discourage getting him from like any login events or anything.
So one of the things
I just
like...
don't think he's very useful.
Sorry, go on.
I just don't think he's very useful.
I recommend him for one simple reason. I didn't realize this at first, but he's a minus coin ID, so there's me running plus 45 sanity, like my squeak clean boy.
He's so sane, I hate him.
Yeah, exactly, like, I'm like, yo, it teaches a good idea of like, okay, here's a new mechanic you're gonna have to learn further down the line. I don't think there's that many negative coin IDs as well. I know there's Wild Hunt.
If you count like semi-minus coin IDs, you have Ainclair, Suncliff, Kodia, Queen of Hatred, Wild Hunt, and LCs. So not that many.
Okay, and then what else have I got here? Oh yeah, I put Silly hates the second best team middle. This is a middle glaze section here.
Misinfo already.
This is the biggest misinfo I'm ever going to deliver. But you know what? It's my video. This goes to another point as well of it's a fun idea of when we find it again. So Middle Claire, this is why I love this unit. He needs to get hit for stacks of passives to get Vendetta marks, apply them, you consume them for Book of Vengeance. And the middle playstyle is, you get hit, you hit back harder. I kind of want more stuff like that rather than people... Because I will recommend, get the Jesus first, but don't expect every team to be the Jesus. I wouldn't encourage like meta pulling. I say meta loosely because... Oh no, I'm fighting Lei Hong again. You already know how to beat him. You know the gimmicks at this point. What do you think about that?
I mean, I literally just spent like 3 hours a day for the last week telling people not to pull in the Hong Yuan banner, so...
That's also bait, you are right. Or purchase
I mean, I like kind of think the like I kind of actually do like the idea of like middle class for a newer player because again it teaches them a new mechanic. I think if you have like Heisho from the start, you are gonna learn nothing because you're just gonna steamroll the entire game. I've seen it happen before. Like I think having like more unique gimmicky IDs like the middle is actually quite good for new players.
Yeah, speaking of unique gimmicks, I gotta talk about the Lord of Hongyuan. I know there's a big diss. I know people don't like him, but I do, so I'm gonna glaze him a little bit. But what annoys me the most is there are some IDs like this where you don't use half the kit. And I would encourage people do that. But by that I mean, X unit isn't Malphite level. He obviously he's not, but he's damn close to it. But you don't use half of his kit. Even in you're playing this team optimally. In fact, let me see if I can find it. Let me pull up Ren again.
It does sort of depend on the comp, because there is currently a Tremor and a Burn comp that rely on swapping constantly. That's like his main use swapping gimmick. Yeah, cocksopping. And there's also Tremor, if you want to use Umasang and Mast.
So here's what I'm talking about. So I was testing this team in particular against Rian. So at no point am I ever trying to swap this ID out for the backups to then gain, I believe, is it bolus contaminations?
Yeah.
Or life from death. I'm never gaining that, so half of his kit is just
contamination.
yeah. So half of his kit is just unusable unless I then do something like this.
It's essentially the same thing like every team leader has now, where like Kimso has this, Manajadon has this. It's just like an emergency feature, which I think is fine. I do have issues with bolus contamination. That's the one thing I do have actual beef with.
Wait, what does it do again?
Basically, bolus, what do you mean? Life from death or contamination?
Oh, contamination. Is it just when you do the...
Yeah, so when you use a combo, or I think when you sub it, when you sub a Heisho in, it gives a unique effect. The problem is, most of these unique effects are really, really bad. Most of these are pretty useless.
Yeah, I believe one of them just gives you... Or you take 5% less damage from skills. On Malphite, that's like the one bad thing about Malphite. She doesn't give you a good buff. Everything else is... we found a negative for Malphite. Clearly not a meta unit. Put her down in A tier.
He's still like a walking mouse upscale anyway.
Yeah, he's still like, hey, how would you like a third skill free with this?
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Answer me. But it's like exalted command. I don't know. That's the wrong thing. Like I said, this is how much I hate and love this unit. You don't pay attention to this because I'm never quick swapping to gain the boluses anyway. Not gonna be with the fact you had to pay. Oh yeah, that too. Yeah. So you had to pay to get the ego of Tears of a Tarnished Blood, which once again adds more to his kit. In fact, part of his passive, well, let me find it real quick, is in this account when this unit takes damage, it brings their HP down to 0. Which is like, hey, guess what? You want to go down to 0 to get a good effect off. Tears of a Tarnished Blood. Oh. Okay. But yeah, paying for that is... you can't recommend it. It's like, hey, get this meta team. It's like, oh, say if you recommend a meta team, it's like, okay. Let's say I can get that. Cool. It's like, ooh. You also need this. And then it's the issue of, well, you can't really recommend it in good faith. Because Limbus Company is a free-to-play game. I say free-to-play, like, genuinely, truly is. The only reason I got Reinsang early, rather than waiting a week, was because content purposes. And also I'm a sadist who's really irresponsible with money. You got the dispensary, I can just wait a week. You can't do that with... I don't know when this is going to come out. But like the past, you have to wait like a whole season to get that. And by then, who knows, maybe the Lord of Hongwon's fallen off. He's not because Malphite needs him. And she's going to drag every single Heisu ID up a tier. If you care about tier list. And then, Backseating. Oh, sorry, go on.
I think just to conclude on that, like, I think my main issue with kind of the current state of, like, while we're on, like, Lord, I think, like, he kind of sets a bad precedent for the rest of the game. Because I think Great Trico kind of has the same thing, where it's just an upscale for the capstone ID. I do not think this was an issue even with Yana and Makala. I do not like the precedent it sets. It's kind of why I also just don't like Lord.
Yeah.
It's kind of like he needs a full team to actually, like, have his full potential. He needs like he needs a BP ego. He needs so much to make him like super viable, and it's like, is that really what we want to stick to for the rest of the game? Like
I've made it
like
known.
A great thing.
I can bring it up again. Let me bring up the blood fiends. So you've got the 4 blood fiends, 5 if you want to include this, but no. You got Manager Don, Princess, Prince, Priest, Barber. That's it. That's all you need for the Blood Fiend teams. You got a team of 7. You could take 4, you could take 5, and then 2 more. Sure. It's why I like the middle as well. Right now it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Soon to be 5. And you can include whoever else you want. Like, you can run Reinsang on the middle. That's how the middle's good, by the way. Reinsang single-handedly saving the middle. Yo, Denzel, how you doing? How you doing?
If he had Envy, that'd be crazy.
Oh, that would be crazy. But that's another thing. It's like, okay, I really need to get heals. So right now, when I'm doing this team, I've got G-Corp because his passive, by the way, great ID, get him, just for this. But at release HP heals 5 HP after winning a clash. And guess what? You're getting hit to gain buffs and passives. Thankfully, Riensang has one little gluttony skill here. Whereas before, the only way you're getting it is from middle glares, skill 1, and it's not that good. I'm thinking to myself, okay, I like generalist units. But when you basically make an entire team of generalists, I'm going to say Zuchin feels a bit like a general ID. Not a good one.
She is, yeah.
It's just kind of like, hey, I need a 7th sinner. I know Sparkle's going to be like, no, you keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
Sparkle is on your way to your location at like 200 miles an hour. So
exactly. She knows where I'm at.
I think G-Chun's quite nice because she's basically 2 IDs in one because you can just sub her in and out. Like, I think that's quite like nice and convenient.
Yeah, I don't want a team full of all this. Also, Denzel, who hasn't got the new Yisang ID. I'm glad you've got it, but this guy's fog busted, man. This guy's just like, hey, I'm gonna dick slap the game.
Him, bro. I don't need him. He's bad.
So the more I've played it, the more I've realized I was going to talk about like toxic for newer beginner players. I don't think Riensang's a good ID for a new player or a beginning player.
I have this exact take with the Aisha. Yeah. If it's too strong, you're just not gonna learn how to play the game. Again, I've seen this so many times. Once like you get like Fury or Subtype 3, it's done. You've won the game, so you don't really need to like learn.
I will bring up an excellent point. Now, this might be. I'm waiting for Shady to be like, I want to talk about the best ID in the game, Thumbsalt. I think this is a perfect example of a good, strong character for a new player because you can get fucked over.
I think Capo is a perfectly balanced ID. I think he's great for basically anyone, especially.
Yeah, I bring this up. This is me speaking from the casual side now, so if you feel you want to interject, you would disagree. Okay, Shady, how so? Because my argument would be, the second you reach overheat, he becomes significantly worse. He's still good and perfect, mind you. But I think it does become a little bit worse. The bullets are so good. Great idea for new players is Enclair. Hans, you are going to... generally anything past Season 5 is not noob friendly.
You will evoke my wrath.
Yeah, don't talk about Enclair. That's interesting, actually. So anything past Season 5 is not noob friendly. Huh.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Like, okay, I can see why. For example, say you've been hit by a big skill, you're not going to win. Someone could just do clashable counter. Well, then you've just skipped a big part of, like, Lei Hong's kit. And you have swapped from Tiger Mark to Savage Tiger Mark, and then you're significantly weaker for the rest of him. I can see it like that. We already talked about the Jesus, Riensang. Who else came out post Season 5? This is why I need someone smarter than the game than me.
Yeah, we've had I think we had the middle. But we had a middle class and Ishmael, we had Sheep House, we had like T-Corp, Prince, so I don't know, I think some of them are pretty good for the newer players. I think a lot of them are very team dependent was one issue. But
it's like Drifting Blade. She just go on a team, like, I think she fits fine in a poise team because the pass is really good, she gains poise. As opposed to putting her in a Heisu team, where you just... It's viable, it's definitely doable, she has synergy with it. But then people were like, oh, why... going back to the backseating... No, let's say moving on to the backseating. It's... Why are you using that character? Just use X.
In their defense on that one, you're competing with Mao, so...
Okay, yeah, fair. Is this just going to be a whole hey Heisu bad like video?
Everything comes back to Heisu bad. Everything is Ouroboros, man.
Now let's talk about the Bleed team and the Blood Fiends. Yeah, I don't think they're the strongest Malphas. Like, fuck! But it's the... So thankfully I've not had this experience. The closest thing... Oh, expanding on this point, post-1 hunt, Limbus has made Kanto's 1-6 a win rate sim. I want to disagree, but damn, you're right. I want to disagree because it would make good content, but maybe not 6, unless you're running Wild Hunt or a Heathcliff ID, but let's be honest, you are, it's his Kanto.
Honestly, I didn't even know, like, Kanto 6 had mechanics.
it's like... I like Kanto 6, it's like a glorified boss rush, but it feels fun, and it's just Heathcliff, like, losing his fucking shit. It's like, hey, how can we put this guy through the ringer? But, and I can bring this up, Backseating. So, when it came to, when I was playing through Kanto 6 with the big Limbus marathon, great playlist, should definitely watch it. Not shilling, absolutely could not be me. I appreciated everybody saying the same thing of, hey, lock in. And that's the closest they got to, not even Backseating. I wouldn't call Backseating, I'd just be like, hey, pay attention, you're losing your shit, which I was, to be fair. I'm not nearly as skilled as I was back then. Oh yeah, true, yeah, Kanto 7, like, Kanto 7 is where I learnt the really big importance of, hey, you're gonna want a fluid sack spam. Also, I was hard carried by the Mouse, I'm pretty sure. By the Jesus. Wait, was I?
Of course you were.
I'm pretty sure I was, but I can't remember. It's been a while. 8 hours of pure rupture tech. True. Hey, Rex, how you doing? Dab me up. Silly, say hi to Rex.
Hi. Hello. Good morning.
Rex, say hi to... Okay.
Merry Christmas.
I've got my own issues with red coins. I think Kanto 8 was overdone. Kanto 7 was a bit overdone. Dialed it back in Kanto 8, used them perfectly, in my opinion. And then 9 was like, hey, what green coins?
I think Kanto 8 was the sweet spot. In Kanto 7, they're a bit like too overtuned, and I think in Kanto 9, they're way too weak. They can't even stagger in Kanto 9 for the most part, so...
Yeah. That's fair. It's what the... I keep getting sidetracked by trying to make jokes. This is why I need somebody who's like, hey. No, don't avoid this conversation.
Wake up, lock in, I'm backseating now.
Yeah, it's like, I'm backseating your... This is why I've got you. You're backseating this conversation. Wait, on one hand, this is a fundamental problem with Limbus that can be fixed due to the nature of power creep. True, like, we are going to get green coins. Whether we like it or not, we're going to get green coins. I think purple's a bit...
I have the opposite take. I think we're going to get purple and capstone, and we're never going to get green coins.
Interesting, okay.
I think, like, my take with that is I think we're going to get purple and capstone on, like, the defense, so she's going to be, like, a solo ID that can use those to clear unbreakables. I think the problem with green coins is they completely delete unbreakables no matter what, so, like, Lei Hung and Rion are going to be fucked. They can't do anything. I think purples are, like, a random chance to delete coins, if I can just check.
Right, this is where Backseating would have really helped, because I did not know about purple coins. So...
Purple coins, yeah. Purple coins are, like, half scripted, half not.
Okay. Oh, that's supposed to be a can't. Oh, okay, so on one hand, this is my problem with Limbus that can't be fixed due to the nature of power creep. I don't want to make a power creep discussion. I don't want this to be derailed by the power creep discussion, but I will say, I've noticed a bit of a spike in power creep, but also it's not like, oh, this needs to be addressed immediately. Like, sure, Rian Singh is powerful, but, like, outside of him, like, I don't really know anyone else who's breaking the game. Does that make sense?
Purple coins are on the wiki. Yeah.
Wait, have we?
No, I think like a 25% chance to delete the coin they're matching with, I believe. It's just that some of Mughas are scripted. Excision coins just flat delete red coins.
Oh, which is the whole, make sure you clash correctly with, on fucking Roach Emperor. That was it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, real quick, just ending the whole backseat topic, because we got sidetracked, you know, that's what I love about Limbus conversations. You can get sidetracked so easily. It's so much to talk about, and it's hard to do when it's just me who doesn't really know what I'm talking about half the time. I think backseating's lame as fuck. I think if you go into a stream being like, oh, you're not ready for example, when I'm fighting Lei Hong, nobody said, and I mean nobody said, you're not ready for Savage Tiger's perfected full of your blades. Vader was like, I can't wait. I'm like, wait for what? And they're like, it's a good fight. What can I say? I'm
Does
like,
he know?
what do you mean? Yeah, it's like, does he know? I'm like, so I'm there, half reading the kit, half making jokes. And thankfully, I still don't know what he does, by the way. I still don't know what inner strength is. I'm just like, I'm not gonna ignore it. Jesus slop, go.
You are like very lucky you have the community you do, because the PM community, as like I've seen, is very trigger happy with spoilers. So it's
Yeah, it's why I'm
you got very, very lucky.
I'm very thankful. I think the closest thing I got to a spoiler was probably, yeah, the Bird Brigade. I think the closest we got was during Kanto 7, and there was a lot of Jam Q jokes being like, answer me YouTube chat, why do you backseat? Like, that was a good joke. That is a perfect joke, going back to the no development towards a better joke. Answer me chat is a fucking great joke, and I've seen barely anybody use it. I think that's perfect.
You see it get used sometimes, yeah, but it's the only funny one that like never gets used like as.
Yeah, like you said, Denzel, there's power creep, but it's not like, what's a good example? Like HSR power creep, but not. They released one ID that is arguably better in one scenario than Malfaust, and that one scenario is, oh yeah, you could solo with Rian. You can't solo Malfaust, you miss out a lot of it. She needs a partner, in my opinion. People did that to me with Ricardo Prim Kanto 5, just saying, oh, get ready when you hear dubstep. You know when it starts. It is fucking annoying. And thankfully, all I've got is just people going, what do you think of this song? And I'm like, it's a good song. And then the beat dropped, I'm like, oh, it's a good song. Yo. I'm out here putting the rave glasses on, pop the molly, you know.
And again, you are very lucky to have that, because that is not a common thing in the community, unfortunately.
Yeah, and this is why we're making this video. I'm going to title this something like, addressing you. I like addressing the Limbus community. Or something like that. Yeah, what did you do? You did a backseat enough. You let me get my ass beat by Arenes.
Well, to be fair, I just got really sad past the point and stopped actually looking at the screen.
No, okay, that is fair. Like, Lemmy's got a phase 2. I'm very excited. Be like, yo, we're kicking his ass.
What a fight, huh? Captain, it's only phase 1.5.
What a fight, huh? That was turn 3.
He's only at unlock 1.
And it ended up being a very underwhelming because I beat the shit out of him. I think I'd win if it wasn't a scripted loss. No, that is fine. I wish it said, rather than defeat, it said victory. Or something like that. Just to, because I was like, ah, crap. Wait a minute. And then it hit me with the, like, win screen. I'm like, oh shit, we carried on. But I also accidentally sharded for Zwei Ishmael because I needed a generalist ID. Which, in my opinion, going back to the, oh, this unit isn't X. Like, this X unit isn't Malfaust. I fucking adore this unit. Low-key go. Talk about Zwei Ishmael, by the way. Absolute queen. I love this idea. But, oh yeah, we need to address Silly hates for second best team. Real quickly, Silly is wrong for not liking the middle. They are great.
I am objectively correct. They are a step below charge somehow, man.
No, they are a charged team. They have a unique charge with bleed. How? Come on.
They're a charged team with less charge, but they somehow still have more charge.
You borrowed Hanafuda Ishmael. I think that, Rex, goes into what Shady said before. Because you've got, yeah, exactly, can't spell mid without middle, that's why I put mid there. Like Shady said, any ID past, oh god, where was it again? It was past, Kanto, Season 5, which Hanafuda is, of course she's going to clear. She's an all purchase ID. Like,
that was Season 6.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
But like, okay, here's Hanafuda Ishmael, going to destroy Ricardo. It makes sense. So I get that. Also, it's just one purchase IDs. What can we say? Yeah, so here's the second best team. Long story, we just know you're wrong. We're going to move on to serious topics. No, we've already covered this one. I don't want to rehash it too much. But do you want to take over for this one?
Yeah. So I think like the issue with this for the most part is, I've said this before in a call. a majority of the PM community are either children or they haven't played the games. It's like Danganronpa and like FNAF. It's the same thing all over again. They just don't really know what they're talking about for the most part. And I think that does lead to a lot of this getting like misconstrued and discouraged, a bit like that one video.
Because I know we talked about the... Oh, so if you go back to Ricardo fight, people would actually say you had to choose the fight. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I did go and choose the fight with Zwei. Oh, Zwei and Enclair, I'm pretty sure. So, we have to talk about Kanto 8. No, Kanto 8. We talk about Kanto 8 being the best Kanto.
Wait, Hung is problematic?
Yeah, we've had Reen, right? We've had the whole discussion. I'm going to link the video, definitely watch it, it's pretty good. No hate to the person who made it, but... Yeah, move on from this. With Reen, quite clearly, and all the other nurse fathers, they were grooming... And this is a serious topic now. Serious topic. No jokes, except for me, because I'm funny. See, that was a joke right there. I'm funny. Reen and the other nurse fathers are clearly groomers. They're grooming Ryoshu by using manipulation and all sorts to become... Oh god, what was the... I forget the name of it. The big Muga pit, I'm going to call it. Nobody's denying that fact. The second you go, okay, here's why Reen in particular is not only a groomer but a sexual predator, I think that's where we need the discussion to be had. Rather than just going...
The thing is, all of the nurse fathers explicitly fall under the definition of groomer. That's what they've all been doing the entire time. But like and that makes sense. But the second you try and bring that into the question, like that into the discussion, like it makes no sense because that's not even subtext. It's explicitly not the original intention from Ji-hoon. Like we know this.
Yeah, it
doesn't make any sense.
And Shady sent this to me just when we were making it. Nowhere on here does it say it has all the trigger warnings except SA. It's the only one it doesn't have. Because unfortunately, it does happen where people kind of shy away, and it's okay to make jokes when an uncomfortable topic appears. But to then make a whole essay saying, here's why X thing happened, and it clearly doesn't because there's no subtext to be had with trigger warnings because they're not there. I think that's where it's fine having a conversation about the topics need to be had, but... So I put here, Reen set PM back 40 years. It's not, it's more like 5, but... more like...
PM's not been around, man. They had to put a time machine to go back that far.
They set us back, like, before launch.
All the internet, bro. That's crazy.
I've also put here, you can't talk about anything without being overshadowed by a joke. Now, I will say, I will say, I am guilty of this. I, unfortunately, do like to make jokes because streaming content, I got to be fun, I've got to be charming, engaging. Nobody wants to listen to or watch me go live for 2 hours being like, here is my very serious take on Ryoshu's childhood trauma and what she went through.
With the segment we literally just got off of, like, no. I don't think that's what anyone's watching this for.
Yeah, okay. It's like, if you've not seen it, I'm gonna, that is gonna be a video, okay? I'm gonna link that as well, that's gonna be the video. It's about breast milk, okay? moving on. Hey, yo, Limbus breast milk tier list, what?
No.
Clearly Ryoshu is, like, tier 0.
I am not discussing this.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That right there is the prime example, and I'm glad I've done this now, unwillingly. We're talking about sensitive topics, I've just made a joke about it. I made a joke to try and cover up the awkwardness I might be feeling from it, and other people might be feeling from it. And I think there's a time and a place, sure, but 2 things happen. 1, the jokes aren't that funny anymore. It's like, oh god. What? Like, for example, oh my god, Reen's grooming Sora to become his replacement, possibly? Yo, that's kind of wild. Motherfuckers would be like, how wild? Like, they'll zoom in off the screen, but like 40 miles away, being like, hey, here's my favorite joke of all time. I'm pretty sure I got something else written down here. Move away from State's Effect. Oh yeah, I had something about boss design, but that's just not a nitpick, but Actually, no, let's address this now, actually, with boss design. This is about a community thing as well. I feel like the community... Oh, wait, hold up. I also think the community is very stuck in the past, hyping shit up like not only 484, but... Yeah, 484, I will be honest, was difficult. I also cleared it in 2 attempts.
It's also true from like an ID perspective, because like Manager Dawn and Wild Hunt are still like the most overglazed IDs in existence when they're next on the chopping block. Wild Hunt's not even on syncing anymore, so...
He is to me. That's because I have no better options. Also, yeah, like, I'm glad we've not seen the How Wild joke for a while. That's a scenario I'm like, okay, maybe it can come back, but I know how dangerous it is being like, hey... I was going to say it's like Malphals coming back, but, yeah. But it's like, okay, that joke can come back. The second it comes back, How Wild, every single 5 seconds.
I still see it all the fucking time on our Discord mostly. It's really annoying.
I mean, are you in a server where it's like, hey, should I shard before wall purges? You got no, and people are like, hey, I've sharded before wall purges.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, that's been, just to like do like a minor sidetrack, that's basically been the like last like 2 weeks where I've been saying, hey, don't touch these banners, they're bait. Please don't touch these banners, they're bait. And like everyone goes, hey, should I pull on this banner? And I say no, and they're like, oh, I did it anyway and I didn't pull anything. It's like...
Just as proof of what they're saying, I sharded Uja before, and I got 108 boxes for wall purges. When I need Hanafuda. Go me.
Brogas.
There was an argument to still be made for Wild Hunt and Sync, in my opinion. Yeah, the team crafting and stuff. I don't know. I think it's fine. It's just I don't like this.
Like I think just to summarize, like Wild Hunt is only on syncing on Deluge because he has count in his kit, and that's about it. He isn't in Butterfly anymore. So
I want to talk about boss design as well, because I can't say I've seen it, but when I have interacted incognito on Reddit under the alias Sonic Fanboy, yeah, I like Sonic the Hedgehog. Let me just bring Rian up for this, because this is where I really noticed it, and I went back and I checked, and it's really bugged me. On the passives here, I believe it says, yeah, take 50% less damage from Tremor, Rupture, and Sinking. I don't like this because it just feels like, hey,
I think it's fine. It's the best middle ground for the current thing of like every boss gets cheesed by Rupture in 3 turns. So I think it's alright. I think it's like the best solution to the problem right now, because otherwise you're either doing the thing that I don't like, where every ID is just like a season 2 ID that has statuses for no reason, or they're too good at it. So I think it's a decent middle ground.
See, I would argue the Rupture. I would argue you could take this off. Just take 50% damage from unopposed attacks. Can we stop with this is the best team ever because so and so and said so? I would say so. Yeah, it's like, oh, Jesus are the best team in the game. It's like, oh, why is that? Well, because X sees it like me. Like, hey, I think the middle's the best faction in the game, and someone could regurgitate that and be like, hey, middle's the best faction in the game. Oh yeah, why? It's like, oh, because Lemonade Gang really likes it. It's like, yeah, that guy's a fucking idiot. Don't listen to him. That's coming from me. This is coming from Lemonade Gang himself. Don't listen to me. I'm a fucking idiot. He's also really good at on the casual level, yeah. It's weird. Listen to me, but don't listen to me. That's all I can say. I just think this just goes into the whole looping back to, oh, the meta takes, and like, oh, you're not running the Jesus against Rian. Like, yeah, Rupture's not really that good. Like, yeah, but it's the Jesus. I would like to try charge against him. Or bleed and burn. I think there's a way to do it, and I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I know, but I can't get the words out because autism fucking sucks. Oh, what's this? So, yeah, just run whatever you want. If you can clear, you win. Yeah, like, I've cleared this with the Burn team. I've cleared it with the Burn team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I cleared with Jesus that one time. And, yeah, at some point in the last year and a half, I feel like the team building portion of the game has become perverted into something incredibly toxic and stupid. Yeah, it's like, case in point, here is my sinking team. Let me just take bro off. Here's my sinking team. You've probably noticed something by now. One, we need a Ryoshu sinking item. But you see...
I'm gonna throw up, bro.
Here's a good.
I'm proving your point.
Yeah, here's a good sinking ID, if not the best Yisang sinking ID.
Yeah.
But guess who takes 50% less damage from sinking? Rian, who I'm trying to
Someone in
beat.
the chat mentioned charged.
Judge, a charge is peak. Don't even act right now, bruh. Also, I think it depends on the charge. You can still clear with charge, sure, and like unique charge, but it's gonna take a while.
I mean, you can, but you need like very specific IDs and you go attention to get.
Yeah, just to finish the whole thing with like this boss design and meta. There's a reason I'd say run Rian, and it's because he just fucking clears nearly any boss, even though they take less damage against him, because he is on the same level as Malphite, where we don't care about the status effects. I thought after reading his kit, let me go find it real quick in the passive somewhere. It was with Sizzling Wound. I saw gain expert or gain burn and bleed. That's nothing. I thought, okay, that's cool. So you get no downside for this, and he just blitzes anything. So it makes bosses have to be even more batshit insane because people are just demanding, hey, we need more Malfaust, and trust me, you don't want that. Prime example, Honkai Star Rail. You don't want Limbus Company to have the Hoyo and shitification process, okay? Yeah, Scissor with Bleeding Bird's just flavor text like, hey, does this matter? No, not really. It's fine.
Well, I think you've said it before, they've basically gone down the ZZZ route of having like an apex of unit design, and they haven't really tried to go past it yet, which I actually quite like. I think it should probably stay like that.
Yeah, like
in most cases, not because they intentionally made her busted, it's because they fucked up and they can't count, but like...
Yeah. To rectify
I think it is for the best to stay like this.
To rectify that, they then released the U branch, Wu, Wei, significantly weaker, where, to a point, I don't run them on a Heisu team. I swapped to Full Stop Office, I swapped to Renclair because Poise, like that kind of thing. Or just... like, I'm not worried, and this is what it really boils down to. I'm not worried about Limbus Company right now, because this is the first time it's happened. Like, I'm sure going like further on, we're gonna really hone in on this, being like, hey, rather than having one fuck-busted ID with one fuck-busted support and enabler, and like 10 other bad IDs, just to kind of make up numbers, here's just 12 really well-balanced IDs that work really well together.
I mean, I think that's what like all factions were for the most part. I think that's what BL was. I think that's what KK was. I think it's what like Liu is.
I just brought up Liu as well.
It kind of feels they've kind of trailed off from doing it at this point because because they want to kind of do this team building thing where they just do like a mono faction team. That's like, it's kind of silly. It's kind of a dumb thing to do at this point, I think.
Because what I really want to do is have a team of all of Kanto 9. Is it going to work? Probably not, no. But it could be fun. Like, if I see
if you're getting
right
weighed down hard by the middle.
Yeah, who we got right now? We got Lamp Greg there, but I don't have him yet. It would be a case of you could use all the Nurse Fathers and Apprentices together. I would have liked something like that. I'm sad we've not got it, but it is. Project Moon.
The fact that we never got that of like candidates last season was kind of upsetting. I like the idea of that.
Yeah. What was I saying? Project Moon is games in the community are basically a really sturdy house with house cards at this point. Yeah, and I just... It's like I said, I'm not worried right now because it's like, hey... Like, the closest we got to being fuckbust is Rian Sang. I mean, I still prefer Sora None, but she's... That's just because you can cheese out, like, unlock stage 2 with no consequence. At least Rian Sang, you lose out quite a bit. That's really all I've got. Do you have any other points you want to make? Like, anything you want to add on this?
Not really. I think you nailed most of it.
Yeah, me too. I think we did pretty well. And it's almost been a whole hour of just yappage.
Yeah, if I wanted to go through all my grievances with the community, it'd have to be like 12 hours. So like,
oh, fuck it, let's do it.
I'm not gonna drag it on for too long.
Oh, Shady. Again, this video is part of a larger problem. Alright, hit me with it, Shady. Is it me? I might have. God, I'm problematic.
Lem is problematic.
Yeah. Oh my god, fuck, you are right. This was meant to be.
Wait, hang on.
No, I think he's got a point, because we somehow kept getting sidetracked to power creep and meta, and we just kept talking about it. Fuck.
Again, the Heisho Ouroboros, man.
Yeah.
Moss is the devil, and she was made to fucking
Forget
subvert all of us and
Rian
divide
set
our
us back
attention.
40 years. Rian and Malfoy set us back 50 years. Consecutively.
Mouse sent us back to like the Stone Age, man.
Yeah. Do you know what? Let's really change this up, actually. Let's actually have fun. Problem is, how do you have fun in Limbus Company? Unless... You watch Lemonade
I'll come
Gang.
back to that in like 5 days.
Yeah, how do you have fun? You watch me. You watch me play the game. Because I'm not really good at it, but I like to pretend I
But
am.
what you really do is you watch me read Pride One.
That too. You know what? You watch me.
That's real fun.
Damn, I stuttered. I've just lost all points. Fuck. An ID randomizer. Yeah, we read Leviathan, Distortion Detective, that kind of stuff. Like, let me find reading. I'm pretty sure. Did I try this? And I want to talk about this. I think. Did I try the charge team? I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did. I got it all loaded up here. I tried charge and I was like, oh god, I'm getting fucked. I say charge like I've not got ringed ears, but I think it's hard though with Limbus right now to not have a video talking about power creep and meta as its main point.
It is
when we're trying
kind
to
of like
address-
a big issue with the game right now, I'd say.
Yeah, because this was meant to be talking about the community. It's really fun pissing off Hoodwink. It's really easy, actually. You just say, we're better.
Oh, I say that. So
You
that's
do.
a Saint's opinion.
You insult their goat, it's quite clear. God, hold up, I have
Just
the
pull
thought
up any
for me.
tier list and like give me like S tier, and I will start screaming. So it's
hold
a fun time.
Hold on, I know how to do this.
Catch me on the show. I'm
Ooh,
drunk.
ideal identities, ooh.
Ooh.
Becomes Dio Brown.
It's not funny.
It's so funny, it scares me. It goes back to, because this is meant to be like, okay, here's what I dislike about some parts of the community. I guess it's just like a general all-around Limbus conversation, but I've wanted to have for a while. Now, thankfully, I've had somebody who knows what we're talking about backing me up. And hasn't echo chambered me, might I add. Like I said before, they hate my guts, they disagree with all my opinions, kind of to an extent, unless they share the same ones. But they have to say it. If I say, oh, Mal bad, what Silly would just be like, nah, you're wrong, Mal's good. Bull.
So better book safe, Roger.
Yeah, just save for Night Despair. Generally best idea in the game.
I do think it's kind of an issue. I think the power creep like discussion is kind of an issue, but the problem is I think there's just like nothing else to really talk about in this right now. I'm not gonna lie. all the content's IDs. So
Yeah, I think this is what you can't talk about anything, right? I think I should have had this serious topics. Power creep is a good topic that should have been probably included, which thankfully unknowingly we did. So, yay. Any last minute ones I want to add? I guess Sleeper Agents is a pretty funny joke. I wish that was developed more. I did see...
It depends. It's I think my problem with the Sleeper Agents thing is that it's JoJo's all over again. Like, it's gonna ramp up to that point, I fear, which is like really
no.
It's gonna be JoJo's again, but like every song that gets referenced there is gonna be like fucking brigaded, so...
Yo, Red Mist!
I've already seen that under like someone will post like a Go video or something. I was like, "Is that the Red Mist?"
No, I saw one. I wonder if I can pull it up. Actually, let me make sure I saved it first. I'll probably well, bam! It's on the screen right now. It was about Sinclair, and it was like low cortisol, and it's the Lantern ID. It's hold on, where is the? It's like a really chilled out. It might have been the third smoke guy. From it was like 5 of us, it was like finding a kindred spirit, but now it's stupid. Yeah, like the Genshin Impact when they were like, hey, hit like I think it was Flynn's talking about the wild hunt, and all the comments were just going, how wild? Like To be fair, that's funny because it happened to Genshin, and Genshin kind of deserved it.
In all fairness, like the Wild Hunt thing there looks exactly like the Limbus variant, so it's like all purple and shit.
It's just a case of
black
that. I think
silhouette.
Genshin deserved that at some point.
That's also true. They are the devil.
Be like, oh, you copied Genshin. It's like, look at Breath of the Wild, fucker. It's like, no, don't talk that game to me. It's like kind of thing. Yeah, I guess it was justified because of popularity success. You do think PM is pretty close, or pretty much close to mainstream?
I mean, it is.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, more and more people.
But even if like most people don't actually know about anything about PM, like it is like well known now. I don't think it's.
It's like I saw a tweet, and I know Twitter's not a good metric for this. I saw somebody like going from Rudia to Limbus must have been a really shit experience as opposed to going to Limbus, or from Limbus to Runia, and I can attest to that. Going from Limbus to Runia was so fucking good. I can't stress this enough. It is so good because you got the basics of it. Runia kind of expands on it. Sure, Runia's got its problems, but going from Runia to Limbus, I could see why it's like, because it wants to appeal to the casual audience to gain money and stuff. But the problem is, and it harkens back to when I pull up the notes again. It's just reading. Like, the reading jokes, Leviathan, Distortion Detective. The casual player is not going out there being like, yeah, I'm going to read this light novel. Oh shit, it's so long anyway. Yeah. Which is totally fine, which is why
my fucking beef for that is just I wish people make it more accessible, man. It's so hard to find.
True. Which honestly, this is where I'm going to praise the Limbus community now. Especially mine, because you guys are fucking goated. It's like, you don't judge me for not reading it. You make a joke, sure, but then it's kind of like, don't worry, we'll fill you in. And I'm like, great, that's what we should do, rather than being like, hey, I can't find Leviathan anywhere. Post links. Don't be like, bro, I didn't read Leviathan. He doesn't know Vigilous isn't a fraud, but I'm going to save a joke anyway.
Varg made everything up to have a sad backstory, so don't even worry about it.
Don't. Did he?
No.
My God, it's like,
I just like saying that.
The unreliable narrator is like, Vigilous, why are you such a grump? And Vigilous is just having this whole traumatic experience. And he just goes, we got a job to do. It becomes Jason Statham. It's like, we got a job to do. I can just picture Jason Statham as Dante, be like, me, I'm the manager.
TikTok,
bitch. Like, Jason Statham is all the sinners.
Ching.
Answer me, job, are you? What hung you a need? And it's Owen Wilson as Hung would be like, I don't know. Like Chris Pratt as Heathcliff. Wait, how did we get here? Hold on.
I don't even fucking know, bro.
Yeah, you said. Hold on, Shay, you said there that the problem is very high specific due to the fact that it's KJH's story. We're just along for the ride. I do have some critiques about KJH himself and the company, but we talked about this. I'm going to boil it down, nice, simple, condensed for everybody. I think he needs help. Not like for the mental health. Like for professionals, like, bro, just vet some more people out thoroughly this time. Hire a team.
Yeah, he does just need, like, employees to do, like, specific shit and not just, like, dev the game. Because, like, shit, man.
It was charming at first. I remember one of the live streams they keep being like delayed and stuff, so he's just maybe dungeon for like 2 hours. Sure, it's cute, it's quirky, it's fun, it's charming. You're like behind the scenes.
It's like once you get like the pop-up shop stuff, so like that's when it gets like you can't be doing that as like the CEO of a company, man.
Yeah.
You're making money now. It's not really an excuse. You can't really pull like the small bean card anymore.
Because then we got a live stream tomorrow, which we are going to be live for. And if I don't...
How much of that is going to be weeklies? We don't even know.
Exactly. And if I didn't see you there, then hi from the past or future, whenever this goes up, I don't know. Probably in the future, so it's just the past, like, hi past people.
If you are watching this from the future, if our real shoot is not syncing, can you just, like, kill me, please? I'm begging you. Yes. I need a syncing ID for her. Yes.
Yo, fuck that. It's a bird season.
I'm
Where's my
going
bird
insane.
Ryoshu? That isn't. Don't say Leo
You're
Association.
getting a
Nobody's
burn,
playing
so
2 stars.
calm down, buddy. You'll get another couple. Don't sweat it.
Thank God for that. I mean, I've already had a 2-star rank discussion. I think we need more, but that's all. No. Oh. I think we're done finally. Is there anything else you want to address?
Nah.
Anything else?
Address me. Nah, it's alright. I thought again, my own grievances go on for hours, so I don't really want to keep.
Answer
that
me,
going.
silly. What does Limbus Company need?
Like another 20 roach IDs before the next installment, preferably. Then like anything Hoon does is like immediately forgiven.
You heard it here first, folks. 100 years of Roger IDs. Nobody else.
Yep.
Now to spare best ID. That's what I'm gonna say.
Also true. Yeah.
Let's just put this out there like that. I don't know. Capo thumbs up. We need a good ID to end this with. We could aura farm. Of this, we could maybe have this guy. I wish I had like a certain. Oh God, what's he called? A certain Sinclair from the future. That'd be really cool.
That's not happening.
Yeah, but
It's gonna be base ID up by 5. Don't worry about it.
like, oh my, hold up, that'd be really fucking cool actually. I can't wait for the jokes about it being like, hey, look at this certain. Oh my God, no, that's the worst thing. That's gonna be my new joke coming up. Be like, hey, look at this. Look at this certain ID, and it's like, oh no. It's like, oh God, I need an ID to run on this team. I know a certain ID. Like, just shut up. I can't wait for that arc. That arc's gonna be great, and I know I'm gonna be the main culprit of doing that.
Yeah, well, you're gonna make this whole video complaining about the joke, and then you're gonna start doing them yourself.
Everybody
man.
get better jokes, like a certain joke, like
a certain potential joke.
He's like, oh, this joke's got potential for certain.
A wild potential red joke.
So yo, that joke is wild. Oh!
Oh, it's just a Volvish joke.
Yo, this joke ain't like Vigilous. It's not a fraud. Ah! Like, alright, we have to end it here. I'm losing my shit. Oh my God.
We're going crazy, man.
We're just gonna talk about lay salt. We're gonna talk about more salt breast milk after this. Alright. Breast milk tier list incoming, baby. Let's go. Alright. Any last words you want to say to everybody? Like, comment, subscribe. Quick, silly. You just say like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe now. Unsubscribe, actually.
I want to subscribe now.
Bring him back to sub 1K.
No. No, please. I need it. Alright. I fucking hate eye trolls. This has been going on for way too long. I'm sorry.